My name is Jake Warner. I'm a weld engineer with Miller, and today we're going to be talking about pulse MIG and pulse TIG welding on the Millermatic 211 Pro and Multimatic 215 Pro. Though pulse isn't new to the industry, it's new to this pro line of equipment.
Warning: read and follow all labels and your owner's manuals.
Before we talk about the advantages of either process, I want to go over a few of the key controls for each process. In pulse MIG, the main adjustments are arc length and wire feed speed. Arc length will control the physical distance from the end of the wire to the workpiece. Arc length should be increased if there is too much spatter or shorting occurring. Arc length should be decreased if the wire is melting too close to the contact tip or if the puddle feels too watery. Wire feed speed operates the same way as in the MIG welding process. Increasing your wire feed speed will give you more penetration, while decreasing your wire feed speed will decrease your penetration. When pulse TIG welding, the main adjustment other than amperage will be the pulser. When turned on, it will allow you to adjust the frequency of the pulsed output. Low frequency settings can be used to help time filler metal addition when learning to TIG weld, while high frequency settings can be used to help focus the arc while welding. Now we will jump into the main advantages of pulse welding. Pulse MIG welding is a process where we deposit material through the arc instead of in short circuit MIG where the wire physically contacts the workpiece. The advantages of this are reduced spatter, lower heat inputs, and ease of use. When I say pulse MIG welding has a lower heat input, I'm comparing it to the spray transfer process. Spray transfer, it also transfers material through the arc, but requires high continuous output power to do so, therefore limiting the material thickness range it can weld. Pulse achieves the same transfer method, but because we go between a high peak and background output power, it allows us to get a wider range of material thicknesses. And on the 211 Pro, it allows us to go from 18 gauge all the way up to 3/8. The pulse MIG welding process is very easy to use. You simply adjust your wire feed speed up or down depending on what joint type, material thickness, or position you're in, and then you can use arc length to fine-tune the characteristics from there for your technique. Lastly, it's important to note that the 211 Pro or 215 Pro will only pulse weld on 035 wire, and then for steel, it's designed to run on a 90-10 shielding gas. Aluminum and silicon bronze are designed to run on 100% argon, and then for stainless steel, it's designed around a 98-2 shielding gas. The TIG welding process is recommended use with 100% argon. For more information on the product upgrades, please go to millerwelds.com.